Hi, I'm Kevin Tracy of ktracy.com, and today I'm using this set of 12 Staedtler Mars Lumograph 100 drawing pencils, or Zeichenbleistifte, if you're calling these by their German name. And I'm pretty sure that my college German professor is going to reach through the internet and strangle me for that pronunciation. It means drawing pencils. Anyways, reading the back of this tin, there are several languages, and the one that I can read says, "Pencils of premium quality for demanding design and drafting. These finely graded degrees from 6B to 4H produce clear lines and structures as well as subtly differentiated shades of gray and black. Mars Lumograph pencils are especially break resistant, easy to sharpen and erase. Wood from certified sustainably managed forests." This particular tin is several years old, but the set of pencils is actually still made and sold in a tin with a slightly different design on that tin. The product code for this set is 100G12, and that's how you can find it. And there's another one with 20 pencils, and we'll go into that later on, but that's 100G20. And I'll provide an affiliate link to Amazon for both of those so you can, pick these up if you like what you see. This set right here is going to cost you about $12.51, and if you use the affiliate link below, you'll be supporting my art in the process, which I would greatly appreciate. Anyway, today I'm coloring page 13 of my coloring book, the MS Paint comic Painting North Korea Red, which is also available on Amazon.com and my website, ktracy.com. And I'll be putting the coloring page on ktracy.com when I'm done as part of my webcomic, which I update every Wednesday where I don't have a comic convention coming up the following week, like I did last weekend. So, this is my first time using dedicated drawing pencils for this coloring book, and in one of these videos, not including those terrible Crayola twistable pencils I used on page 1. And these are exactly what I expected, and they are exactly as advertised on the back of the tin. I'm not sure what premium quality means anymore, but these were really, really nice. Although they weren't as smooth as the magical FaberCastell Velvet writing pencil that I used to color page 8, these were still solid pencils, and unlike the Faber-Castell writing pencil, these come in a wide range of softness and hardness. If you're not familiar with what I mean by that, don't worry, I'll explain it. It can seem confusing and elitist, but it really isn't. If you already know this, you can just ignore me and maybe comment below about how I'm messing up this explanation, but there are people out there who just don't know about the HB rating of a pencil and what that means, and they deserve to know, especially if they're interested in art stuff like this. So yeah, let's go into that. So you're probably familiar with the good old-fashioned number 2 pencil. That number 2 is supposed to be about the equivalent of an HB pencil in a HB rated set. HB stands for hard and black. From here, the pencils can either get harder or H-ier or blacker or B-ier. Or anyway, a soft pencil wears down faster because it puts down more of itself on the paper, making it darker by providing a more dense pigmented color, like a black color, I guess. Anyway, a hard pencil is the exact opposite of this. It doesn't put down as much color, but it stays sharp longer. That makes it really good for writing, but if you're trying to get contrast on a page by providing some dark color, it's just not going to do the trick. A 6H pencil will stay sharp a really long time and will be really hard to break, but it's really a light gray. I personally use these hard pencils for sketching out my watercolor and marker drawings. It's easy to erase and the lines are barely noticeable. A 9B pencil is going to be used up really fast, but it provides incredible dark tones for contrast in your pencil drawings. The softer pencils also have the benefit of blending really well with a tortillon or your finger if you don't mind getting messy. If you're going to be blending with those, make sure you blend the lighter colors first though. You'll see me doing this towards the end of the video, blending the lighter tones first and slowly working your way to the darker areas, in my case the hair and the eyes. The reason you want to do this is that the darker pigment on the tortillon will transfer over to the lighter areas, and it's going to be darker than the harder pencil areas that you've already put down. And speaking of blending, these did a really awesome job of doing that. Even the harder pencils blended wonderfully well together, and again, you always expect the soft pencils to blend well. I did not expect hard pencils to blend this well, and I was really happy with how well these things actually came together. I don't usually use these for drawing. I just thought I'd give these a try, and I was very pleasantly surprised. A couple of interesting things about these pencils I thought I would mention in this video. I was trying a new lighting setup today, first of all, to reduce shadows and put more lumens on my desk. You may have noticed that, you may not have. I noticed under the light that there were these very tiny glass or sugar-like fibers almost on the wood parts of these pencils. When the pigment went down, it almost looked like the pencils were infused with a very small amount of like multicolored glitter. You couldn't see it on the pencils themselves, but when it got down on the paper, you could see it, and it was a very strong effect, creating a really strong glare. And I remember thinking to myself, too, that the pigment must have been going down in like very small prisms or something to produce those kinds of light patterns. With all the light on my desk, it made it very hard at times to see where I was putting down the pigment, again because of that glare. There were a couple of dark areas that I layered over 3 or 4 times as well, and these are the eyes and the windows and the plane and stuff, and as I blended those out, those almost looked very polished and actually kind of reflected light almost as good as my boots did in basic training. I was worried that this would actually ruin the scan, but my scanner didn't show any glare at all, which I was really, really grateful for. I kind of wonder whether this is why they might have called these things the Lumograph pencils, because, you know, luminosity, lumograph, it just, you know, it seems like it might have made sense of why they did this. Anyway, all in all, I was really happy with these drawing pencils. I don't remember how much I paid for these several years ago, but the $12.51 price tag on Amazon is a great bargain as far as I'm concerned. At that price, each pencil is just over $1.04, and for me especially, the hard ones are worth that price. If you're like me, you'll keep them in a metal tin, in the metal tin they come in, which will then keep them from being banged around and possibly chipping the lead and forcing you to sharpen more often than you would have to. If you want even softer or even harder pencils, there's also that 20 pack that I mentioned before. This pack ranges from 9B to 9H and is available for $23.59. Let's do some math. If you consider the 12 pencils in my pack are worth $1 each, the 8 additional pencils from 7B to 9B and 5H to 9H are going to be about $1.38 each. That's still a pretty good deal in my opinion. When I'm creating art with pencils, I love having softer and blacker pencils. 6B is pretty good, and it does what I need it to do, but you can see the difference compared to a 9B pencil. And when I'm doing pieces with other medium, I always use hard pencils to sketch out my subject before putting markers or paint on the paper or canvas. And although I'm using a 4H now, I would have no hesitation about jumping over to a 9H if I had one handy. So I'll put an affiliate link in for these in the description below as well. The difference between each pencil is really small, but it is noticeable. Before doing this page, I created a swatch of all the drawing pencils that I have, along with some of the writing pencils and mechanical pencils, so you can see this in action and what I'm talking about and the differences. If you want to take a closer look at this, I am posting it at ktracy.com in a product review for these pencils. The exact link is going to be in the description below. Anyway, I'm just about done with this page, so as always, if you have any questions at all about this video, or anything else for that matter, leave a comment below. I tried to review these as best as I could, and you might still have questions though, and I understand that. I can't think of all the questions that you could possibly have to answer in this video format, and if I could, I probably wouldn't answer them all anyways because of time restraints and stuff. So anyways, if you like this video, please let me know by hitting that like button, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And do you already have a graphite set possibly that you swear by? Well, let me know that too, because I'm always looking for new tools to add to my trade, and I'm always willing to try something new. Kind of like this video here on the right, where I draw my dog with a generic set of water-based markers from Hobby Lobby. And I do a lot of fun and creative stuff on my channel, so check out this other video too that YouTube thinks you're going to like based on your viewing history. Well, thanks for watching, and have a great day.